and my life. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I'm back in my home gym. I'm still buzzing from running yesterday. I did a 5K. I did 3.2 miles without stopping. I always have to say without stopping, like it's a big deal. And I know that anybody who runs, you know, you runners out there or you track athletes, you probably think I'm pretty funny. And but it's a big deal for me. You know, I about four weeks ago, running for 2 minutes, slow, jogging for 2 minutes, I thought it was gonna kill me. I really did. There were days when I was out doing my intervals in preparation for the St. Jude 5K that I did yesterday. There were days and I thought, I can't do this. You know, I'm gonna just have to call somebody for help and a stretcher. And because my knees hurt, I couldn't breathe, it was hot, like all this stuff. And then yesterday, I ran 3.2 miles without stopping. And so that's in a month's time of training. That's a month's time, about maybe 5 weeks total. So what does that tell you? Hello, how are you? So what is that telling me, right? Number one, you don't know what you can do until you try, right? And it's conditioning. It's really all about conditioning. It's all about training, and you make progress in the most unexpected ways. Hello. Thank you for joining me today. I'm all pumped up. I'm still pumped up. I feel like I have leftover adrenaline from doing the 5K yesterday. Yesterday morning into late morning, I spent time at the park, committed to running 3 miles for St. Jude. And I did it. I was nervous. I didn't think I could do it. The longest I had run in the last 4 or 5 weeks, the longest I had run in the last 2 years, happened on Thursday, and I ran a mile. I ran a mile without stopping. And that was a big, big change. So to triple that, yesterday was a surprise to me. Thank you for saying that, Brandon. That was a surprise to me. And I don't really know that it should have been a surprise to me. I got advice from a lot of you, a lot of people on my social media followers and friends who are runners. I've been sharing my training for the 5K over the course of the last 5 weeks. The ups and downs, I'm icing my knees, everything that's going on. And one of the things that stuck in my head yesterday when I went to do my run, and I was nervous because I wanted to do it, was a couple of runners on social media, maybe one of you, said to me, if you can run a mile, you can run to 3.2, you can do it. If you can run a mile, you can do it. And so yesterday before I got started, I was warming up, and in my mind I kept telling myself, okay, experienced runners told me if I can do 1 mile, I can do 3. So I had that in the back of my head. So if you're one of those people, muchas gracias. Thank you for telling me that. Because it is that vote of confidence that helped me go for it. I was gonna go for it anyway, but that helped me have this idea in my mind, okay, if I can do 1, I can do 3. And that really helped me. It matters. How you think matters. And I'm saying that for myself just as much as I'm saying it for you. Does that make any sense? Thank you for joining me, Mohammed. For all of you, Troy, Daniel, David, Mighty Mo, thank you so much for joining me today. I am all pumped up. I'm all pumped up. Thank you so much, Rex, for the donations to St. Jude. Thank you so much. Oh, you walked without that. Is so cool. Thank you, All the Rage. Thank you so much. I have stories. Okay, I have stories to tell you. This year, because this event was virtual, I have teammates that I've never met, that I've communicated with online, like I'm talking to you, who decided to join the team and to participate and challenge themselves to do walking. Some of them were doing some jogging like me, who completed this and took it on as a fitness challenge. And the stories that I have gotten from these people about how this is exactly what they needed, because it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year for a lot of us. Just lift me up. The whole point of activism, which is our website, our team website, is to get people motivated to get off the couch and to challenge themselves a little bit with some physical fitness, because of the powerful, good, life-changing experience of physical fitness. And to make the incentive big, we raise money for St. Jude, for the little ones, for their families. And so we're doing it for kids and we're doing it for ourselves, and it's just this wonderful win-win, because that's what happens when you do something for somebody else. You win too, right? Yeah, that's how it works. That's just how it works. And so those are the stories that still have me all pumped up about what we did. And so I want to share with you. Hi, Randy. Hi, everybody. So I want to share with you where we are. For those of you who've been following along, I've been talking to you about what I'm doing here for the last 5 weeks for the 5K for St. Jude. I want to just kind of show you, because you're contributors to this and you've motivated me and you inspired me and you made donations to the kids and sponsored me, and I'm your athlete. I take that very seriously. I want to show you where we are, okay? So, anybody? Oh, no. Okay, so it looks like I have, I'm back live, but I can't really tell. La, 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 la. I'm still checking. Am I live? Can you see me? Okay, I think I'm live. All right, so I want to just show you this, and then I want to rap with you. I want to talk with you. I want to hear you. Okay, so we raised $13,396. We have a goal of $15,000 for the kids, right? I'm back. Thank you for being so patient. So that means we need another $1,600 to meet the $15,000 goal. I don't know if we're going to get the $1,600. And if we don't, that's okay. We're going to push. We're going to try to figure out how to get that $1,600 to meet the $15,000 goal we set for ourselves. But with everything that has happened this year with COVID, I didn't think this team was going to be able to run. This is our 9th year. And that was heavy on my heart. And then my teammates contacted me, 3 of them, and said, we need to find a way to do this. We have to do this. We have to try. Screw COVID. The kids need this. And so here we are. We did it. 13,000 plus with your help, with your encouragement, some of you joining in. is good. I feel really, really good that we did this. I'm so happy we tried. Now, so I want to share one more thing about this. With the money we raised this year, with your help, with your donations, with your support, with your encouragement, with your words, with all of it, our 9-year total is $187,771 raised for the kids of St. Jude. $189,000 raised for St. Jude. This team for 9 years. That's our 9-year total. I would love to reach at least 190, and I think we can absolutely pull that out. Thank you so much, Rex, for the donation for the kids. Thank you so much. Getting to 190 this year, our 9th year, we will hit 200,000 plus in 2021, and I know it. Because this team won't stop, and it's still growing. You are a part of this team now. And once you're a misfit for life, you're always a misfit for life. So, that's the 10-year goal. And we're always looking for new misfits. Always. So just remember that, okay? Thank you so, so, so much. I'm still wearing my knee highs. These are the knee highs I wore. Here is the thing about the run. Hi, Noam. Hi, Chief. I'm doing great. I'm like all pumped up. I'm so inspired by the people around me, followers, your messages. I'm so inspired. Go team. Exactly, Ivan. Thank you for joining us, Ivan. Thank you for joining us, Seashell. We have 2 Misfit for Life team members in here right now. There may even be more. So I kept myself hydrated. Here's what I did. I went to the park and I stretched. I did a lot of stretching before I started. I reminded myself that my followers said if you can run a mile, you can run 3, because I was nervous about it. I wore these socks. You gotta see these socks. Let me show you these socks. Somewhere in my closet, I found these knee-high socks, and there's some crazy compression on these socks. And these socks kind of supported my knees in a way that just made me feel safer. You know what I mean? Like there's just, I don't know, anybody here who does heavy squats? I'm gonna reset again. If you do heavy squats, if you have, then you know when you're going into a heavy squat, sometimes you wrap your knees. If you're doing heavy lifting, you wrap your elbows, you wrap your wrists. Of course, I have all those wraps. The compression around my knees for this run, and I discovered this last week, was so helpful to me. It just felt like I had something giving me a little extra physical support. And then of course I slowed my pace down way, way low. It took me almost 57 minutes to do the 3.2 miles. It took me almost an hour of running, jogging. My pace was like 16.5-minute mile. So that's not bad. I think you might categorize that as a jog, but to me it's a run. My breathing felt good. I felt like I stayed aerobic the whole time. I didn't go into oxygen depth. I had a good, calm, steady breathing pattern. And I listened to good music. and all the things that my followers and supporters and teammates have shared. What started to go on me before my knees yesterday was my back. And I'm gonna just move right here so I can talk to you. So what started to go on me yesterday was my back. I felt my lower back getting tired, a little bit of contraction in my lower back, and that's probably the scoliosis doing what it does. Hamstrings, quads, my lower back. That's what I felt. I felt that fatigue, and when I was starting to feel that, I just adjusted my position and I just kept going. And then afterwards, hydrated, ate, and did a dance. And then I was doing the dance because I did 3.2 miles. And I know now, if I need to run 3 miles, I can do it. I didn't know that I didn't know that a week ago. I know that now. So, thank you so much, Brandon. Hi, Bubbly Gum. Nice to meet you. I had a face mask with me, but I did not need it. I found a piece of the park with a soft turf to protect my knees that was pretty empty of people. And Jay, that's a really good point. So I have worn multiple different types of masks while running, and there's some debate on whether or not wearing a mask is actually beneficial for aerobic capacity training. Some people wear masks and it's supposed to be like high altitude training. But I gotta tell you, wearing a mask here with the heat, because this is, we're in the tropics here, it is hardcore. And the kind of mask you wear is also really important. I call them the accordion masks. So I always have my mask with me just in case. I don't want to expose anybody to my germs. And of course I want to protect everybody else, and I want to protect myself too. So that's a really great question. That's great news, Brandon. That is awesome news. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you, Mighty. Thank you, Mighty Bo. Oh, that's so awesome. So, okay, I'm going to put something else out here really quickly. South Africa. That's amazing. Hi, Mohammed. So, St. Jude, all of their events had to go virtual this year. That's true of, everything. The event that I just completed with my team is still running through December 31st. So if anybody out there decides that they want to take on this challenge and do this, you have time to do it. Thank you so much, Rex. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear that things are going well. I think that if we all wear masks, if we all do face covering and try to keep the social distancing, that we'll all benefit from it collectively. Because, if we've learned anything, is that what we do individually does affect us collectively. And teamwork, what's that saying? Teamwork makes the dream work. If the Misfits for Life haven't taught me that, then nothing will. Teamwork makes the dream work. And I was born and raised in Brooklyn. Yes, Brooklyn girl. So, here's the thing about a team, right? People come from different walks of life, They bring different talents, different perspective, different attitude, different understanding, different point of view, right? And all those differences come together and you have a melting pot of creativity, right? And then you have so much power because not everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's doing their own thing, their way, and they're having their own successes and their own challenges. But as a team, collectively, we inspire and motivate each other. And, you know, like, I've gone to my team and said, okay, what are you guys doing to help for your training? What are you doing to get going? What are you doing to help with the fundraising? And we share ideas. And then we do our own thing. And it is the power of all those different ideas, creativity, perspectives, ways of doing things, approaches that has made this team so successful, which is why we are the misfits for life. Because we're all different, we don't fit perfectly, but we kind of are imperfectly perfect because we bring different talents. So, yeah. Teamwork make the dream work. And we're all doing different things. I'm going to share more about what my team have done. You already know that one of my teammates carried, four of my teammates carried 230 pounds yesterday while they were doing their 5K. That's hard. Somebody else today was on a treadmill doing a 5K because of really bad weather, and he carried an additional 60 pounds of chains while he was on the treadmill doing his 5K. So you want to talk about really creative approaches to raising money and raising the bar to earn the generous donations that their sponsors have put up. That's some creativity right there. That's some creativity. So today, okay, so there's a question here I want to answer. Hi, Rodrigo, thank you. Okay, the question I want to answer here. You said you're not a runner in one of your videos. Is this now a new routine to add to your general workout? Thank you for the question, Mohammed. So I'm not a runner, and I've never been a runner. For the last 9 years, I run once a year for approximately 4 to 6 weeks. I train to prepare myself for a 5K once a year for St. Jude. I don't enjoy running. Running tends to be catabolic, which means it breaks down muscle. As a bodybuilder, I want to keep the muscle that I have built, and so I don't enjoy running. And I do aerobic training. I do stepper, I do walking all the time. I'm always doing aerobic work, but I don't run. I also am conscious of my joints, my knees. After 36 years of training, there's a certain amount of damage that takes place in the joints. It's just a part of life. But here's what I'm going to tell you about the running. It took me about 4.5, maybe 5 weeks to get from 2 minutes of running to almost an hour of running. I ran for 56 minutes yesterday. It blows my mind. And what I'm thinking now is that I want to continue to include high intensity training, maybe some sprints into my training to keep my endurance up. So I have to figure out how to balance high intensity, not long duration, high intensity, short duration, aerobic training into my pre-existing training routine so that I get the benefit of the heart and lung and aerobic capacity that comes out of that training. So I think I'm going to incorporate that. I'm going to keep it, but not 3 times a week. So I'm not really sure. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to ask other runners. If you're a runner, I'd love to hear what you think about it because I don't want to lose muscle. So I hope that answers your question, and it's still a question for me because I want to figure it out. I like that I can run 3.2 miles. I really like that. So the question is can I continue to do my running, jogging, because it's very slow. I try to stay aerobic so I don't tap into lean muscle. Can I continue to do that while maintaining lean muscle and even building lean muscle? And that's the question for me. And maybe it's the question for you too. HIIT is very popular. And I think there's research that shows that high intensity training actually allows you to build muscle. So I want to maintain my muscle. I want to build a little bit more muscle because with the aging process, we're losing muscle. So what we need to do is try to hold on to what we have. That's the trick. You see what I'm saying? That's where training smart instead of just training hard really, really matters. I don't have any kids. I have God babies, and the kids of St. Jude are my kids. Those are my kids. And my God babies, and my nieces, and my nephews. So, it would be a pleasure to shake your hand too. Thank you very much. And functional 45 trainings. Functional 45 training is popular in San Mateo. You know, that term functional is a term that I use more and more now. When I do my training, you know, it's here now in my little home gym setup. I think about, okay, when I lift something heavy off the ground, when I, you know, have to reach for something heavy coming out of a cabinet, those are moves that I want to be able to do. And that's where functional training comes in, because we lift things, we push things, we do chores, we work. All of those things are functional movements that you want to train to enhance the ability to do those things. And you want to train to be able to maintain the ability to do those things. If you are over 40, over 50, over 60, over 70, life expectancy now is 80s, 90s. I have friends who are going to be 96 years old in a couple of months. You want to take care of the body, the muscles, the bones, the abilities, so you can have a good, active life for however long that is. That's why I'm always promoting strength training. Super, super duper important. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you, AV5. So today, I'm going to try to answer your questions as they come up. If I miss your question, please ask it again because I might miss it. 54 and just getting started in strength training. Oh, that's so awesome, Vernon. Congratulations. I'm congratulating you because when we're young, when we're younger, having muscle is something that's pretty easy to do. As we get older, it gets a little bit harder, but there have been studies that show that people who start weightlifting at the age of 70 or even 80, and many of them post health issues, build lean muscle. There was a time when we didn't think that you could build lean muscle beyond a certain age, and that is not true. Strength training, your body responds. And, you know, I know this. I have my certification in training. I've been doing this for 37 plus years. I think it's awesome to be excited about it. You should be. You should be excited about it. I know how the body responds. This is what I do. But in the last 4 weeks of going to the park and running intervals, little by little by little, I was shocked that my body responded so well to the intervals. I went from not being able to run 2 minutes without, whining, suck it up, buttercup. I went from not being able to run 2 minutes comfortably 4 weeks ago to running 3.2 miles yesterday. And I felt pretty comfortable. Now, I had to find my footing. I had to figure it out. I had to use the ice. I figured out compression. I had to do a lot. I had to slow down. I had to figure it out. But my body responded and said, okay, we can do this. And it just got better and better and better. And so I am relearning what I already know. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes you have to be reminded of what you already know? So you're just getting started on strength training, and I'm telling you, your body is going to thank you, and so is your brain, your mind, your soul, all of it. Ferrigno once talked about muscle atrophy in an episode of Geraldo once with women bodybuilders in the 90s. He talked about muscle atrophy. Hi, James. Muscle atrophy, it's real. We lose muscle. And when we lose muscle, we lose bone. When we lose bone, we lose our ability to stand up, reach, grab things, carry things. We lose the ability to take care of ourselves and the people that we love. Because when you lose muscle, your skeletal system is not supported, right? So you have a difficult time doing things like standing up, okay? And if you lose that and you start losing bone density, you also lose your balance. So when you lose your balance, you're encouraged to sit down more. And the truth is that the aging process conspires, okay? Listen, just hear me out for 1 minute. As we age, okay, we start to lose our eyesight. We need readers. Things change with the eyes. It takes a little bit of time, but things change. So you need glasses, you need readers for the small print, all that. As we age, your hearing starts to change too. Maybe you listen to your headphones and like your music too loud. So you start to lose your hearing. Normal part of the aging process. Losing of eyesight, losing of hearing, right? So then you get a little less balance. Things are a little bit harder. So you're encouraged to sit more. And if you sit more, if you relax more, you lose muscle atrophy, right? Then you lose bone density, right? Then you start to become really weak. You lose your balance, you lose your circulation. These are all the things that we start to lose as we age. When we're going into retirement, our golden years, and we're supposed to be enjoying ourselves, right? But we don't have to do that. We could slow all that down with strength training, with some aerobic training. And it has to be a normal part of your daily diet, your weekly diet, right? Strength training 3 times a week, walking 2-3 times a week. Every day do a little bit to improve your chances of maintaining your lean muscle, your bone density, your circulation, your range of motion, your eyesight, your hearing, because all those things benefit, and your quality of life. Right? Does that make sense? It makes sense, right? Double bicep. You got it, Rex. Thank you. You can still, look, I'm still wearing the ink of the people's names that I had all over me yesterday. Hi, Sabrina. Thank you so much, Rex. Boom. There, okay. Let me say, I love all, I'm a people lover. So yes. Yes. Let me say, I am 52 and a half years old. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a minute older than I was just a minute ago. I'm getting older every day. We all are. We all are. That's a gift. And I want to age well. You know what I mean? I want to feel like I could do shit, good shit. That's what I'm still so pumped up about yesterday. Because me and my team of people, we challenged ourselves physically, and we did something that some of us didn't know we could do, me. And I just feel so much more alive for it. I saw your name yesterday. Yes, I did. I was wearing you yesterday, Mel. So this is why I must impress upon you, and I will be like a broken record, and I'm going to be the fit bully. With strength training, I don't care if you're 85 years old, just getting started, do it. You will love it. It'll be so good for you. Find ways to get motivated. I hope to be a part of that for you, motivation. Now that, thank you very much, Brooke. Now that my fundraising efforts is coming to a close, I will have more time to put energy into my YouTube channel, which I'm looking forward to doing. I'm still setting up my workout area. I'm making some big changes in here that I'm pretty excited about. It's gonna take me probably to the end of the year to get set up, but I look forward to sharing workouts that I do with you if you're interested, and maybe things that you can follow along at home or in a gym, wherever you train. I want to try to do things that can be duplicated or replicated by you at home to show you what I do and how I do it, and to share why I do it, okay? So I'm looking forward to doing that. Debbie Mugley. Debbie Mugley competed in 94 and 95. She was the school teacher. I remember Debbie Mugley. So, okay, so I remember Debbie Mugley. Debbie Mugley would have been one of the women that I was looking at in the magazines when I was coming up. When she competed, I was an amateur trying to turn pro, trying to be just like her. When Debbie Mugley was competing, she would have been one of the women, she's one of the women that I would be looking at in the magazines going, oh my God, she's amazing. I want to be like that. And there are many, many incredible women athletes who are like that for me. Workouts at home. Workouts at home, especially now with the whole COVID, the gym might not be an option. You can do it at home. You can absolutely do it at home. That's what I'm doing. You train at home nonstop. That's awesome. That's awesome. I had somebody who's helping me here. Okay. I had somebody who's helping me. There's a picture of Debbie Mugley. Can you see that? Okay. There's a picture of Debbie Mugley with a big smile, with a big, big smile. Debbie and others like her, I was looking at in all the magazines. I owned every single magazine that had a woman bodybuilder picture in it. That was the only thing I ever collected my entire life, was bodybuilding magazines that had women bodybuilders, so that I could look at them and get motivated and inspired by them and learn from them. 15. What? Okay, so another question related to diet for competition versus now. Okay, that's a great question. My diet, okay. So when I was competing, I was super strict, especially if I was getting ready for a competition. I ate on average 6 times a day, but that included my protein drink supplements. They would sort of be like a snack in between my meals, the breakfast, the lunch, the dinner meal, and then protein drink to supplement the amount of protein that I needed to consume. I am not as strict on my diet now as I was before, as I was when I was competing, but I'm still very, very conscientious about what I put in my body. I eat breakfast. I have egg whites on average for breakfast. Sometimes I just make a whole batch of hard-boiled eggs, because if I know I'm going to have a busy week, I want to have eggs ready for me in the fridge. Pre-prep is really important when it comes to diet success, because what happens is if you get really busy or you get bored and you don't have anything in the fridge to grab onto and to eat, it's easy to go for the stuff that's tasty. So pre-prep is really important. I'm big on that. If you want to be successful, you have to be prepared for it. So I have egg whites in the mornings pretty much every single day. Sometimes I will have protein pancakes. I should share my protein pancake with you. Yesterday I had protein pancakes after I did my 3.2 mile run. it was kind of like a little reward. So I have egg whites in the morning. I will do rice or sweet potato or with some sort of a protein source for lunch. Usually chicken, sometimes fish, occasionally beef. I'm not a big beef eater, but a lean protein source for lunch and for dinner, okay? Because the rule of thumb is that you want to consume, to maintain lean muscle, and if you're training and you're breaking down muscle while you're working out, you want to consume at least a gram of protein per pound of body weight to maintain and to repair the muscles that you're damaging to grow muscle, okay? So 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight for muscle repair, muscle growth, okay? So protein breakfast, protein lunch, protein dinner. You could pick your sources. I do egg whites, I do chicken, I do turkey, I do fish, I do beef occasionally. I do beans. Sometimes I consume my protein in beans. I'm Puerto Rican, we like our beans. Beans are great for you. All kinds of beans are awesome for you. You don't only have to go to poultry or meat sources, okay? I enjoy my protein drinks. I'm using Species protein drink. I love it. They just came out with a pumpkin spice. I can't wait to get it. So I do my protein drinks. My protein drinks help me get the branched chain amino acids and the protein numbers up where I need them to be. If I can't consume all of my protein with, poultry or chicken, sometimes it gets boring and monotonous. The protein drinks are a great supplement to a good diet. Okay, does that make sense? You don't want to use a drink to replace a meal if you don't have to. Supplements are supplemental to good diets. They're supplemental to, that's why they're called supplements. Does that make sense? So you want to try to have whole foods. I do salads with a lot of greens, a lot of color. If you want to see what I eat, I will share it with you every day. If you want, I can do that. In fact, I will do that. And then anybody who's interested in seeing what I'm eating, if you're looking to lose weight or lose body fat and maintain lean muscle or add muscle, I'll show you what I'm doing. And then maybe, we can start a communication along those lines. And that's always helpful. It's always helpful to see what other people are doing. I'm a mimic, so I will share that with you. But that's in the carbohydrates that I consume. Just to take it one step further is I like rice, sweet potatoes. I do a lot of sweet potatoes. I do a lot of rice. I do a lot of vegetables, cauliflower, broccoli. I'm all about the green stuff, all about nature's gifts. Nature provides us with all the resources, the vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients that we need to have a healthy body, healthy mind, healthy gut. Okay, so if nature's created it, it's probably good for you. So I'm all about. Am I back? I'm back. Am I back? I talk a lot. So I'm trying to share with you the things that I think might be useful to you, because your questions are great when it comes to weight loss. I can do a weight loss topic live broadcast. I'd love to do that so that we can talk specifically about how I approach losing weight. And when I say lose weight, I mean losing body fat. Holding on to lean muscle, losing body fat, right? So we can have a discussion about how I approach weight loss, body fat loss, because you want to hold on to the lean muscle. A lot of times what happens is, because weight loss requires caloric restrictions, right? You have to drop the calories. It requires caloric restrictions, or a deficit is what I should say. Weight loss requires a caloric deficit. I'm going to say that properly. A lot of times people will restrict calories very strictly, and then what happens is the body consumes lean muscle more than it consumes body fat. And so while you're losing weight, you're losing more lean muscle than you are body fat. So you're losing what you want to keep while you're also losing what you want to get rid of. The question is how do you lose what you want to lose, fat, and keep the lean muscle which you want to keep? Because the lean muscle, right, that's what's tight and toned and looks good. That's the stuff that you want to keep. And your metabolism, you want to keep your metabolism kicked up so you can eat more. So you want to hold on to your lean muscle, right? So that's the question. And we'll make that our next Sunday discussion, weight loss, how to approach it, and what are the things to think about when you put together a game plan for weight loss. I'm actually really excited about sharing more of that with you. Have to bring... Oh, I got another picture here. I got another picture here for you. I love this face. Suzuki, Paula. This looks like a women's physique world. This looks like a women's physique world, classic women's physique world picture of Paula Suzuki from Hawaii. Super doll. Paula Suzuki. One of the most amazing backs in the history of women's bodybuilding. One of the most amazing backs. And I do have a video I'm going to show you. I have to put it together. I'm going to put together a video of me competing with Paula, against Paula, at national championships, when she won the overall national championships. And you'll see, you'll see that amazing back. Okay, so I got a question about whether or not I like blueberries. I love blueberries. I make a dessert with just berries, a very healthy dessert. I call it my very berry delicious dessert. I don't know, it's kind of a weird name, but at least you know what I'm talking about. So blueberries, raspberries, blackberries are all high in antioxidants. They're high in fiber, they're low in sugar, they're a great fruit to consume. They're just, you know what they say, how the more color in the food, whether it's kale or spinach, or the more vibrant the color, the healthier the food, the healthier the nutritional value of that food. Blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries are an excellent example. The fact that they have so much fiber is also super healthy for the gut and for weight loss, by the way. So yes to the berries, big time. I have a video, the very berry delicious dessert. It's on my YouTube channel if you want to look for it. I have a recipe there where I use frozen berries with a scoop of protein powder, water, and I throw in a little bit of natural peanut butter, and I make a sorbet, and it is so good, if I do say so myself. That's one of my treats, and I don't feel any guilt eating it, by the way, because it's healthy. So, okay, what else? Exactly, smoothies with blueberries. Way to go, Brandon. Next time around, we go through my favorite core exercises. All right, so maybe the next Sunday, maybe we'll talk about core exercises combined with weight loss, and we'll do a two-topic conversation about training and diet, and we'll have a two-part conversation. I can talk a little bit about diet, how to approach weight loss, and then I can also do a core training portion. Sounds good? Okay, good. Yeah, glad to hear it. Rachel and Corey back in the Olympia. I don't know what you mean, G-Money. Rachel and Corey. Back in the Olympia days. well, Rachel was one of the women that I looked at and thought, yes, I want to do that. Corey was somebody that I watched and I thought, yes, I want to do that. Those are two women that inspired me from very, very early on. I was a young teenager the first time I saw Rachel McClish, and then I was done. I had the visual example and representation of what I thought was the way I wanted to look. So for most of you, I'm sure you know who Rachel McClish is. She's still incredible. Or I shouldn't say she still is, she is incredible. Rachel McClish returned to the Olympia in the women's physique division. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to return to competition. But I don't know. Having my own show, the Denise Masino Classic. You know what? There are people that do that really well. There's some great promoters, Wings of Strength, Tim Gardner, Jake Wood. They're doing amazing things with promoting. And sometimes you just have to let the people that do things really, really well do it, you know, and then you support those efforts. So I don't see myself doing promoting a show, but you never know. Thank you for saying that. That's a good question. How important is rest when you're training? It's crucial. It's crucial. Training requires a lot of repetition. The success from training requires a lot of repetition. And what I mean by that is, so you know, you go into the gym or you start your workout, and when you're strength training, it's really all about repetition. You're going to do 10, 12, 15 repetitions, 8 repetitions. You're going to do a 60-second, maybe 90-second rest, stretch. In my case, I will do my set. I'll do my number of repetitions. I release. I like to flex to keep the blood in my muscle. And then I like to stretch, right? So I'll stretch when I'm doing my workouts. When I'm done with my workout, when the muscle's fatigued, I've broken down the muscle, the next part of the process is repair, because when you're strength training, what you're actually doing is you're breaking down muscle fiber. You're not building it, you're breaking it down. And the body's defense mechanism, if it has the tools that it needs, which include the proper nutrition, you need branched chain amino acids, you need protein, you need to give your body the fuel it needs to repair itself, right? And you need to rest. You need to give the muscle the rest that it needs to do that repair work, because while you sleep, your body is still working and it's doing its job to repair the damage that you did while you were training. Good damage, not massive injury damage, good damage. So training, diet, rest are the 3 essential components to having a healthy body. Okay? So very, very important. If you eliminate the rest, the body is not going to be able to produce the growth hormones, and it won't be able to release the hormones that it needs to do the repairs, and then you'll end up injuring yourself. So rest is very, very important. And obviously what you take in, the fuel, is essential. Those are the tools for building a healthy body. Building a healthy body, right? Building a healthy body. You are building. Your body's constantly building. Old cells are dying off, new cells are being created. Your body is constantly in a process of cell turnover, constantly. The role you play is feeding it and resting it, as well as working it. Oh, okay, I got another picture for you. Carla Dunlop. I got to meet this lady. I remember watching her on television when I was a teenager. Carla. She's doing Sergio's pose here. That's Sergio's pose. And if you notice, Carla is on my wall behind me, because I got to meet her last year at the Miss Olympia event, and she autographed that for me. What a privilege. And it says, "Dear Denise, keep at it. Keep at it. Stay pumped." That's what she said. Carla, she's amazing. She's amazing. Honestly, she doesn't look that different today than she did, I don't know, was that 25 years ago? Maybe longer? No, that was a picture from 1983, Carla Dunlap. It's so cool. Okay, I was geeking out. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so I want to answer any other questions. Okay, move at the... Vernon, I'm not sure I understand your comment. Move at the VA, which stressed these three, but I'm not sure I understand your comment. I don't know if it's a question. Rhonda Lee! Oh my God, we got Rhonda Lee in the room. Everybody say hello to Rhonda Lee. Rhonda Lee Charisma. Another incredible professional female bodybuilder who I competed with, Rhonda Lee. So here you go. Rhonda Lee is such an important point. Tummy and gut health are so important. Rachel, me too. So Rachel is somebody, Rachel inspired a lot of women. Rachel McClish inspired a lot of women. The first Miss Olympia. She showed us how it could be done. Rhonda Lee, it is so good to see you. Rhonda Lee, everybody. The Rhonda Lee Charisma. Yeah, so think of your body, right? There's this amazing creation, right? Whatever you believe in, God, nature, life is miraculous. You are a miracle. Your body is a miracle. Your heart pumps, what is it, a couple thousand gallons of blood through your body every single day. You are a miracle. So think of your body as this incredible, miraculous being that takes care of you, and you have to take care of you too, right? And that's what training and how you eat and rest is really all about. That's what it's all about. It's you taking care of your personal miracle, your incredible body, and the things that we can do. I'm so happy to hear that you're here, Vernon. I think you will find that a lot of the people in this room right here, right now, are into working out, are inspired by the idea of it, and there's lots of great suggestions going on right here. I mean, you got Rhonda Lee Charisma, another pro bodybuilder, in this room, pointing out the things that are so important, and it's not just me, so it's a privilege. Okay, here's Rhonda Lee Charisma. Look at those legs. Okay, I'm geeking out. So you know, when I am not feeling it, like I don't know, maybe I'm stressed out, maybe I'm tired, I don't know, maybe I procrastinated, I just don't feel like doing the workout, but I'm supposed to, I missed it. Sometimes the easiest way to get out of that, like mental funk, like don't feel like it, but I gotta do it, and if I don't do it, I'm just gonna feel worse tomorrow, is I look at pictures of people like Rhonda Lee. Like if I have to do a leg workout, right? I just go looking for a picture of Rhonda Lee, and then I see her legs, and I'm like, I'm going in there, I'm getting my leg workout in. Here's Rhonda Lee. Look at those guns. Look at those guns. Oh my God. Now I want to do a bicep workout. So I look for people who will inspire me. Maybe you do that. I do this all the time. I look for people who inspire me, and then all of a sudden, like my squishiness about doing my workout goes away, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go do that because I love the way it looks. And that's where it started for me. I saw pictures of people that inspired me, and then I aspired to do what they were doing. And that's how that works. You know, it's like we lift each other up. We lift weights and we lift each other up. So thank you all. I'm like I'm blushing. My face is all. I want to thank you all for joining me today, for inspiring me. I had not a Rocky moment yesterday. I had like a superhero moment yesterday. I was looking for my Rocky moment, and then instead I sort of had like this, okay, I gotta wear my people on my sleeve. I'm gonna wear my, you might still be able to see. I'm gonna wear my people on my sleeve, like I wear my heart on my sleeve sometimes. And I'm gonna get pumped up, and I'm gonna work out, and I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna stay pumped. I'm gonna do what I can to help other people stay pumped because they do that for me. So I wanna thank you for helping me stay pumped. This is not a one-way street. It never is. It might feel like a one-way street sometimes, but it's not. This is a circle. And the inspiration goes like this. And it just goes like this. And that's how it is. So thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for supporting my efforts for St. Jude. I had a friend told me a couple of years ago, if you save one life, it's as if you've saved the world. If you save one life, it's as if you've saved the world. And that hit me so profoundly. And I thought, well, what does that mean? And then I realized, well, if you save one life, it's the world to that one life. And so I want to thank you for joining me in my efforts for St. Jude, joining my team, for becoming a part of my team. I, put the invitation out, and then when I saw it happen, I just was ecstatic. I hope that I can inspire you to keep going, to stay pumped, to start your training. If you're just getting started, start it. And then we'll grow together. We'll like grow together. We grow together. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. I will see you next week. So the topic is going to be weight loss, fat loss specifically, how I approach it, some suggestions that I can share with you. I'll try to answer your questions as best as I can, and I'll also do some core work and show you what I'm going to do there. It's a great idea because I was feeling that yesterday. Have a great rest of your day. Love you so much, Rex. Thank you so much for the support. Everybody who made a donation, or if you want to make a donation, $5, that would be awesome. Maybe we'll hit that 15,000. I'm going to put a link on my comments, and I'm going to put a link on my community page. Thank you so much. Rhonda Lee, is so nice to see you. I love you guys. Stay pumped. Bam. Bam. I love you.